Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today I'm going to be reading from this intuitive oracle deck. And the reading today is going to be all about what is most likely to happen over the next 24 hours. I will have the timing figured out in the description box, so just skip ahead to whichever group you're most drawn to. I'm going to begin with group number 1. So if you chose the first section, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up and we'll find out what's most likely to happen. Okay, group number 1. Let's see here. Next 24 hours. Okay, let's see here. So there could be something that comes about that has you very much overthinking a situation, your circumstances, something like that. There's a feeling of it's either something to where there's like a painful memory or experience that I feel someone keeps just kind of replaying over and over again in their head. Or again, this could really be linked into anything that could come about, but it's just a feeling of a lot of mental energy, like mental torment, just going over and over something, but it's something that's painful, like an unwanted thought or something like that is what I'm getting. But let's see what else comes through here. Yeah, there's very obsessive energy here. So yeah, there could be something that comes about here, group 1, over the next 24 hours that just has you kind of spinning in circles, you know, just, yeah, very much obsessing over something. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like you're worried about something. Let's see. Okay, whatever this is linked and connected to, it's almost a feeling of, I don't know if this is something that you just kind of keep to yourself, or if it's something that you feel that if you were to share with other people and express to other people that they wouldn't understand it to the severity that you're feeling it or thinking about it. That's what I'm getting. Because with these other cards, the energy, it's very intense. It feels, again, obsessive, very repetitive is what I'm getting. But with this other card coming through, it just makes me feel that someone may be feeling that if they were to express how they're thinking and feeling about something, again, especially when it gets to be like to this obsessive level, just feeling that maybe people wouldn't be able to understand where they're coming from. And so for some of you, if you're in that type of energy, it very well could be that keeps you stuck in this type of place, right? Because you just keep going over and over it again. Let's see what else comes through. Okay. So with this card here, this talks about, it's a very peaceful, harmonious type of energy or situation that would be linked into this card. And so I feel that over the next 24 hours, I feel this difficult type of energy that you may find yourself in. I feel like there's going to be balance. Like I feel like you're going to be able to look at your situation from a different perspective so that you're not in this energy of like mental torment. And it is, I just feel like there's something that you're struggling with mentally or emotionally. It feels like there's going to be harmony and balance within that situation. I do feel that that's most likely to come about more so to the end part of the 24 hours is what I'm getting. What else am I getting? For some of you, I wonder if there's something going on to where you're torn between your head and your heart. And so you just, again, keep spinning in circles because there's just nothing but conflict, right? Internal conflict. Let's see what else comes through here. Okay, next 24 hours. What this card tells me is that it's very important for you to be very thorough in whatever it is you've got going on over the next 24 hours. You don't want to be skipping over anything, okay? You don't want to be going about things in a hasty type of way. Like there's something here where, again, there could be, what am I trying to say here? things could line up in such a way that, again, you may miss, a crucial, little tidbit of information, something that I feel is going to benefit you, most likely at a later date. But there's just something where, there's just possibility to overlook something that, again, I do feel is going to benefit you at some point. But it could be something that in the moment doesn't seem to really offer much value to you, or that you would just look at it as being quite insignificant and that you don't really need to spend much time or energy or have your focus there. But this card tells me that, there could be something that comes about over the next 24 hours that I don't know, that I just think you need to pay attention to is what I'm getting. Let me see what else we get here. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card here is, and I feel that this could come about in an unexpected type of way over the next 24 hours. You want to be very clear in how you are communicating with people. This card tells me that there is an opportunity for a misunderstanding. Okay, so there's something going on here to where, again, whoever you're interacting with, whatever you've got going on over the next 24 hours, to go about it in a way to where you're not leaving any room for a misunderstanding, for someone to misinterpret what you're saying and doing, that it's basically, you just lay it all out on the table. And again, where you're just so clear that there's no room whatsoever, that someone could take it the wrong way, is what I'm getting. Because that's, I don't know, I just feel with this card, and it's hard to say because it could be from one extreme to the next, but the underlying message is that someone is communicating something, but to how the other person is absorbing that information and then to the conclusion they come to are not the same thing. So that's where, again, it's very important to make sure that you're just being very clear, and that whoever you're interacting with, that they understand exactly what it is that you're saying, what it is that you want, where you're coming from. Again, that there's no possible way for there to be a misunderstanding, because I just feel that the chances are high that, again, things could play out not to your liking. But what I get with that card, though, is like it's preventable, right? If you can just, again, be very clear in how you go about things, then I don't see there being an issue. But yeah, that's the message with that card. Let's see what else we get. Okay, next 24 hours. I feel, the overall message I'm getting here is that however things play out for you, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether you feel you get kicked in the face, there's going to be something to where, like, you're happy with the outcome. That's what I'm getting. I feel like things are going to play out in a way that you're grateful. Like, you feel grateful, I don't know, just for how your life is, how things have played out. I feel like at the end of the 24 hours, it's a feeling of you being like, okay, I'm so happy, like, that's over, or it's dealt with, or that it played out the way that it played out. Because I feel like whatever's going on here, I feel like you're going to get out of this energy. Again, I'm just obsessing over someone or something. Whatever you've been really struggling with, mentally or emotionally, I just feel that there's going to be, like, harmony and balance within that situation. And again, things may play out in a way that you're not expecting. But I don't know. I feel like it all evens itself out, though. Something like that is what I'm getting. So yeah, those are the messages for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading, and I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, so welcome group number 2 to the reading. Just going to shuffle these cards up and we'll see what is most likely to happen over the next 24 hours. Okay, let's see here. Group number 2. Next 24 hours. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, there could be something that comes about that has you, I don't know, maybe feeling a little bit on edge. There's a message here where I feel like normally the energy is quite happy and positive and uplifting, you know, just a pleasant energy that someone would want to be around. But it feels like it's taken a bit of a turn. It feels like there's a level of impatience and someone just getting a little snappy or not really tolerating things to the same level that maybe they used to. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, what is most likely to happen? Okay, I'm going to pull more cards, but one did just kind of, you know, kick out a little bit while I was shuffling. And immediately what I was getting linked back into this card, you may be feeling a bit sensitive over the next 24 hours. Like there might just be something that's just kind of getting at you. Let's see what else comes through. It's almost a feeling for some of you. I don't know if you end up feeling a little bit overwhelmed emotionally. And so in that feeling of feeling overwhelmed, that I don't want to say that you start lashing out at people, but it just seems to be where you just don't have the same patience is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. Okay, group 2, next 24 hours. Okay, what I'm getting with this card here, it's a feeling of a noticeable change within a person or a situation. I'm not sure if this is representing you or someone that you're linked and connected to, but yeah, there's a noticeable change of someone or a situation. Let's see what else we get. Next 24 hours. It feels like, I feel like there's like a clean slate or something like that. There's a feeling here of kind of whatever energy was put out there in the past, that's coming back around again, is what I'm getting. So it's, and okay, and the positive thing of this card is that it doesn't really matter if you've been putting out, you know, wonderful vibes out into the world or, you know, horrible negative energy. It's still a feeling of, I mean, don't get me wrong, you'll get a taste of your own medicine, right? What you put out, you're going to get back. But what this card tells me is that even if you feel that every decision you've ever made's been wrong, if you went about things in a horrible way, you've done nothing but treat people like crap, what this card tells me is that, yeah, you're going to get a taste of your own medicine, but it's a feeling of a clean slate. It's almost this feeling of hitting rock bottom. But with that, then you're able to move on up and forward from that point is what I'm getting. So I feel like something's going to happen to where you feel like you're able to either begin and get started with something or start over with something. Yeah, the energy, I just can't help but feel like there's just this energy of something coming full circle. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, I don't know why I didn't pick up on this message before when these first cards came out. Talking about, again, like a person or situation that's changed. I am getting that just based off of this card, which is to be representing kind of the overall energy for the next 24 hours. But it's something to where the energy normally, like I said, feels very friendly and happy and positive and uplifting, seems a little bit like there's a bit more of an edge there, right? Where it's just not, again, the same level of patience and tolerance, a little bit maybe snappy. And so, I don't know, I guess the message I'm getting, it seems very noticeable. So whether someone will be noticing that in you or you notice that in someone else or a situation, let's see what else we get. Okay, group number 2, next 24 hours. Yeah, there is a feeling of starting over, starting back at square one, or finding yourself within a situation to maybe you feel inexperienced, something like that. There's a lot of change going on here. Yeah, I don't know. Just a lot of transformation, transition from this to that. Like there's just a lot of, just changes happening is what I'm getting. But with this card, definitely something about, like the beginning stages of something, or feeling inexperienced, something along those lines. Okay, and with this card here and this one, it very well could be that this kind of new beginning message I'm getting, or someone feeling inexperienced, that could be linked in to this energy, right? And because I feel this energy of maybe someone getting a little bit of a wake-up call, or it's there's something going on here to where I feel like things are being made right. That's what I'm getting. So again, whether you've been doing everything perfect in your life or if you've gone way off track, there's just a feeling here of the universe being like, okay, well, this is where you belong. I'm just going to place you right here. It's something like that. I almost feel like you can't control this energy. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like this is most likely to happen the middle part of the 24 hours is what I'm getting. And it's what's the message I'm getting? The energy linked into this to how I feel someone would feel about it, to when this kind of plays out, it feels very humbling or sobering. That's what I'm getting. There's just this feeling of, again, like just things being made right, and that you can't just be doing whatever you want, however you want, and think that there's no consequences. That's what I'm getting. Something like that. But with that energy, again, feeling like someone's kind of at this beginning stage of something, a clean slate. Very similar message then back into this card, right? Just feeling like that, maybe you're feeling inexperienced now, right? Because the universe has kind of brought you to this this new point, right? Where it's like, okay, well, you're starting from here and you work your way up from this point. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. What's going on here? Next 24 hours for group 2. I'm trying to think how I can link this in. The energy of this card, it's, how do I explain this? It's weird. Okay. Overall, like the energy I'm getting with this card, again, it feels a bit more serious. There's a lot more weight to it. It's very noticeable. But then the energy with this card, it feels just like there's really not much to it. Like it's not noticeable at all. It's forgettable. It feels boring. It's very boring, mundane, slow moving. Are we there yet? It's just like this type of energy. And I don't know if this is linked and connected back to this energy of whatever kind of has someone feeling like they can't just be in that happy, joyful type of energy. Like they, again, feel like they're being a little bit provoked or on edge a little bit. And then to how everything's going to play out. Because again, there's some changes going on here and transformations and whatnot. If there's just a certain element or underlying energy over the next 24 hours of just, I don't know if I want to say just not wanting to deal with it. But I don't know, like it's kind of what I'm getting. But there is something though about that card that I almost feel kind of calms this energy down though. It's, okay, let me word it this way. It's almost a feeling of, okay, there may be certain elements to the next 24 hours that do seem a bit just kind of boring and mundane, but it's all in comparison, right? Yeah, if you're comparing that to someone who's having like the best day of their life, that might suck. But if you look at it in terms of someone who's having a very riled up, intense type of day, dealing with intense thoughts and emotions of something you do not want to deal with, well, all of a sudden living, the most boring 24 hours of your life all of a sudden seems like a lot more fun. So I think it's all in, to how you compare things, basically, is what I'm getting with that. But let's see what else we get. Okay, these cards are making me a liar. Okay, let's see here. Let's see where this is going to go. Okay, so these cards basically have like almost opposite energy to me, to how I read them. Again, boring, reserved, no passion, no excitement, no nothing. It's like basically the card's not even here. It's so much of nothing, okay? This one, we're talking about passion, something that's kind of dangerous, has an element of risk to it. But it's exciting, it's intense, right? That's what I'm getting. So but I feel that this is unexpected energy coming about, okay, over the next 24 hours. So again, that's where it's like these cards are making me a liar, because I'm like, it might be kind of boring, not the most exciting day, and then the cards are like, liar, so this is coming out, but again, in a more unexpected type of way. And I don't know if, again, we can link it back to this. It could be that, again, to whatever plays out, and I do feel this would be more so the middle part of the 24 hours, that whatever this major, because I do feel this is linked into something serious or kind of major that's going to come about, it might have you feeling kind of tempted to go about things in a certain way. Like after this type of energy or situation happens, where I feel like the universe is like, okay, this is where you belong, I'm placing you right here, you take the next step from that position. There may be something linked and connected to finding yourself in that position, to where there's something that you find yourself very attracted to a certain person, situation, path that you want to follow, something like that. But again, there's something where there's like an element of risk linked into it. But again, if you find yourself in this boring energy, beforehand, again, it might be quite tempting. So I don't know, something, let's see what else we get. Okay, let's see here, group number 2, next 24 hours. There's something's going to come about here over the next 24 hours that has you feeling, I'm trying to think how I can word this. It's something about, I don't know how to word it. I think about you feeling happy and content with yourself on a personal level. So no matter what crazy stuff goes on or doesn't go on over the next 24 hours, I feel that something's going to happen that helps kind of get you back in that energy of feeling happy and content and at peace, and not feeling, like these more intense type of emotions, or having that type of reaction towards a person or a situation, something like that. Energy feels like it's calming down. You could be receiving clarity on something as well, something that, again, there's maybe been a certain element of confusion there, or things have been a little bit clouded. I feel like, I don't know, you're going to be like feeling sure of yourself. Something like that is what I'm getting linked into that card there. and especially linked into any changes that have happened or that you're wanting to make happen. There's just a feeling here of you kind of, I don't know, looking within or trusting yourself or going based off of what your heart tells you. Something like that's what I'm getting. So yeah, those are the messages for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading, and I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, so group number 3, welcome to the reading. I'm just going to shuffle these up and we'll see what's most likely to happen over the next 24 hours. Let's see here. Okay, next 24 hours for group 3. Okay, so I have this card to be representing the overall energy for the next 24 hours. And this card tells me that the energy, it feels very shocking and intense. Okay, so something could come about over the next 24 hours that maybe you have a very strong emotional reaction to. Something like that could come about. But yeah, it just feels, very intense and shocking. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, that jumped out, so we'll take it. Okay, this is linked and connected to assumptions. Okay, someone assuming something. And I don't know, I feel with this card here, again, this intense type of, situation or assuming something. I feel like, how to explain it? It could be that over the next 24 hours, whatever this shocking thing is linked and connected to, it could be that in the very beginning, you don't have all of the information. Maybe you have little tidbits, and again, there's something very serious, I feel, linked and connected to it, but it's almost a feeling of you not having all of the information. And so then I don't know if you just end up coming up with your own scenarios and, kind of piecing things together yourself, but there is something here of someone assuming something. And I just feel like the message linked into that is that there's nothing set in stone to that, right? That it's, you could assume something and be right, but you could also assume something and be wrong. So let's see what else comes through. Okay, next 24 hours, what's most likely to happen? Okay. There could be something that comes about, and I feel that this would most likely be like the middle part of the 24 hours. I feel like there's a new opportunity or something like that that's going to be made available to you, or there's something here to where I feel that like the sky is the limit, but that you're holding yourself back, or that you're playing it safe. That's what I'm getting. Someone's playing it safe here, sticking with what is familiar and comfortable, but yet there's so much more that they could go after. There's a feeling here that you need to strive for more. I feel like someone's very much limiting themselves, holding themselves back. And there's just something here where, I don't know, you can have more, be more, do more. There's just something here to where you could reach higher levels of success, of anything positive, is what I'm getting with this card. But there is a feeling here of someone, I don't know, just holding themselves back. Like I said, wanting to play it safe. Let's see what else we get. Next 24 hours, group 3. Okay. Something going on here about still having hope for a certain situation. It's something about like not giving up, but also needing to have a plan as well, right? Not to look at your situation as hope is my strategy, right? Like that, I don't advise that. So it's more about, again, not to look at your situation as being hopeless or that you're just going to give up, but needing to have a certain plan. I feel like someone doesn't have enough information or again, or that they're just assuming something, maybe even based on the amount of information that they do have, right? Or that they have been seeking out. But I don't know if whatever this strong energy coming through, right, and a strong emotional reaction I feel that someone is going to have, I don't know if that's influencing how someone is going about things over the next 24 hours. I guess someone's maybe feeling overwhelmed with something emotionally, and so they're just kind of assuming whatever, trying to play it safe, hoping that things are gonna, maybe play out to their liking. What else am I getting? Yeah, I can't help but feel like there's some type of message coming through here where I can't stress enough how much I just want to say, like, don't just assume. Yeah, don't just assume that you can just get by on just hoping that a situation is going to get better, or just hoping that it's going to play out to your liking. And the reason I'm saying that is because I actually feel that with you putting a certain amount of like time and effort into whatever you've got going on, that it wouldn't be like, I'm hoping it's going to work. You're going to know it's going to work. That's what I'm getting. The energy I'm getting with these cards, I feel like everything is supporting you for success in whatever you've got going on, however things are going to play out over the next 24 hours. It's just a feeling where I just want to say, don't just sit back and just hope that it's all going to play out to your liking, or it's all just going to fall into your lap. Because the message I'm getting here, it's something to where I feel like you really could have the outcome that you want, and things could really play out to your liking, and you could reach new levels of success and everything wonderful. But I don't want it to be where someone is maybe aware of that on a certain level, and so they're like, okay, I don't have to try, I don't have to work and do anything to really make this come about. And so I don't know, let's see what else we get. But just something about not just kind of hoping that it's going to work out, that you're it's almost this feeling where I would suggest that you go about things in such a way that if things did not play out to your liking, you would confidently be able to say, well, it's not for a lack of my effort, right? It's like you knew that you did everything that you possibly could on your end of it to create the outcome that you want. And yeah, because I don't know, I feel like the universe is trying to like work with you, but you have to meet halfway, something like that. Let's see what else we get. Support. Yeah, I do feel there's support available here. And again, this is about reaching new levels, new heights, new levels, new stages into whatever it is you've got going on. I'm not sure if something does come about, or maybe you are offered some type of help and support. Maybe this comes about in an unexpected way. Maybe you have a very strong emotional reaction to it. But again, the energy it seems very positive here, into where I'm not sure if someone else notices your potential and yeah, and they want to help you, something like that. I don't know. Let's see what else we get. Okay. Unexpected energy. Okay. Unexpected energy over the next 24 hours or so. There seems to be something coming through here about like a very particular type of energy. It feels nitpickety. Yeah, how do I word this? Okay. This is a very specific message. This might not resonate for everyone, but it's something along the lines of For some of you, I don't know if an opportunity comes about to where you are offered some type of help and assistance, right? To help kind of get you to a new level, something like that. But I don't know if again, if you're being too nitpicky about like how that's being presented to you, or if I don't know, if you just have certain standards and expectations and think that things need to play out a certain way, and so then if it's not to your liking, you know, there's a nitpicky energy. But I almost feel immediately, even just as I'm saying that message, it feels like self-sabotage though, is what I'm getting. So be aware of that over the next 24 hours. If, yeah, I do. I feel like maybe someone that there could be, yeah, some type of help or support offered to you. But I don't know, there could be more going on underneath the surface here, again, linked into self-sabotage, something like that, to where you may talk yourself out of, you know, an opportunity to reach a new level of success, or whatever this is linked and connected to. I just feel like, again, there's a lot of positive energy here. Someone, I feel, trying to help you make improvements, something like that. But again, for some of you, there could be something going on here about, again, you just like holding yourself back. Let's see what else we get. Okay, let's see here. Okay, next 24 hours for group 3. I have this card to be representing kind of like the more positive, you know, kind of aspects, you know, of the next 24 hours, kind of a positive thing you have to look forward to. And what I'm getting with this card, it's a feeling of no matter how things play out over the next 24 hours, there seems to be a consistent energy or message here of something that's pleasant, something that's loving, and I don't know, like it's pleasant to deal with is what I'm getting. Again, I feel like anything that's, again, could be viewed as negative or just unwanted, something like that. I feel like it's not as difficult as what you think it would be. Or again, even if someone is going to tell you something you don't want to hear, they would sugarcoat it. Like, it's just something to where anything that is unwanted, unpleasant, at any point in time where it could veer off to being something that, again, you don't want, I feel like it's, I don't know, like there's just this feeling of it turning out better than you expected. Or again, anything that could be viewed as negative, it's like there's a positive spin on it. Something like that's what I'm getting. It just seems to be that, again, no matter what happens, there's love behind it, or love attached to it. Something like that's what I'm getting. So yeah, those are the messages coming through for group 3. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading, and that's it. I'm going to go away now.